Hey guys, well, your lesson for today is relatively short. Good morning. Um, Pretty short lesson today. Won't take very long, but I just want to walk you through it quickly. And that is, yesterday we looked at the history and diffusion of the Industrial Revolution, right, with its birth in Great Britain and then spreading out. And now today, what we want to do is we want to kind of look at the current 21st century spatial distribution of the industrial world economy. I'm going to walk you through a couple of brief pieces, and then I'm actually going to have you to kind of map this on your own. Industry is really only concentrated in three regions of the world. It's not going to be found evenly spaced all over. It's largely regionally concentrated in Europe, North America, and East Asia. You only find industrial production happening on 1% of the Earth's surface, just to kind of give you an idea. And each of these three regions, Europe, North America, and East Asia, accounts for roughly one fourth of the world's total industrial output. Outside these three regions, you do see some industry happening in Brazil, you do see some industry happening in India, but these are the big three. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you map all of this, and note anything unique by each industrial region that you map. Very briefly, I'm going to at least show you a few maps here that you're going to handle on your own. I'm going to have a blank map posted on the website for you guys to use. And then again, like I said, I want you to map this. So obviously, one of your major industrial regions of the world is Great Britain. And if you look at the map here, you'll notice that it's kind of this line between Glasgow and Birmingham, where most of the industrialization in Great Britain is going to happen. Right, this is where the Industrial Revolution began, dominating the world production of steel and textiles during the 19th century. This is largely declined as an industrial region now, but is attracting some new high tech industries that serve the European market. You'll notice also on the map here the Rhine Ruhr Valley here in mostly northwestern Germany and extends into Belgium, France, and the Netherlands. This over time becomes Europe's most important industrial area. So iron and steel manufacturing is concentrated here because of its proximity to coal fields over the years, and this has led to other heavy metal industries like locomotives, like machinery, like armaments, things like that. A little bit further south, you see the Mid Rhine region as well. This is Europe's definitely most centrally located industrial area. Notice how it includes the cities of Frankfurt, Mannheim, and Stuttgart. Frankfurt is the financial center, it's the transportation hub. Stuttgart specializes in high value goods. For example, that's where BMW is produced. And Mannheim has a large chemical industry. If you look at the French portion going into the Lorraine region of France, this area contains the largest iron ore field in the region, right? So collectively, this is a major industrial region as well. If you look a little bit further south, I know I'm kind of blocking that a little bit. Let me move my screen here. If you look a little bit further south in northern Italy, from Milano to Torino, Milan to Turin, you're going to see an industrial region in northern Italy. Numerous workers willing to accept lower wages and expensive hydroelectricity because of the Alps has made this a pretty sizable industrial region for quite a long time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just kind of quickly show you the Eastern European industrial regions of North America as well, traditionally at least, from New England to the Pittsburgh Lake Erie one. That's basically the industrial zone that goes from Cleveland to Pittsburgh or vice versa. You see the Mohawk Valley here as well in the north that connects Toronto to Buffalo. And is really important as well because notice the connectivity to the Erie Canal, right? Which connects to the Hudson River, which basically connects the United States to the world. Um, Great. And then in the Western Great Lakes, right? That area between Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago, and Toledo. Let's see here. And then, of course, you see these East Asian industrial centers as well. Again, not evenly distributed, right? You're going to see some industrialization happening in Japan, in China, but only in very specific areas of China, as you can see here, and also in South Korea more recently. So what I'm going to do is this: I am going to post a blank map on my blog, and I'm going to give you a Rubenstein page reference. We can see these maps, and just today work on mapping some of these out. That way, you've got some kind of visual of where the world's industrial regions are located on the world map. If you just look at the map, it will be difficult to kind of commit to memory. But if you're mapping it out, these regions will stick a lot better. So that's what I would like you to do. I did want to show you, or I did want to share with you guys also briefly as well. A message I received from a member of the College Board yesterday. Well, where is it? Yeah. Okay. So his name is Seth Dixon. He is kind of one of the higher ups in AP Human Geography. And his message that he sent out yesterday was basically along the lines of even though the AP Human Geography National Exam this year is going to test only units 1 through 5, the message was very clear. I want to read it to you word for word because I can't express it better than he did. The message was very clear that this is still an important unit, or these are important units, units 6 and 7, down towards the end, because essentially there is just so much overlap that exists. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you just about word for word here, or at least where it pertains to you guys. It says, be prepared for there to be some urban geography and economic geography on the test. Speaking of the national exam, it is still true that only units 1 through 5 will be assessed on the 2020 AP Human Geography exam, but so many geographic concepts spill over into multiple units. There will be no questions or parts of a question that are key to Unit 6 and 7 essential knowledge pieces. But the AP Human Geography units are not discrete units, and we all know that these principles are interrelated. There are urban and economic aspects on units 1 through 5. We can't have a unit 2, that's the unit on population, without rural to urban migration. We can't teach unit 5, that's the unit on agriculture, without the economics of agricultural systems. I know most of you teach many of these concepts in an interrelated way, and these will still be fair game because otherwise the number of things we can ask will be far too small. So, is there value in teaching Unit 6 and 7 to our students? This is for us, right? And the answer, of course, is yes. Is there value in learning Unit 6 and 7? My answer to you is yes, absolutely. Will students be penalized if they didn't get to Unit 6 and 7? Not necessarily, not as long as the urban and economic dimensions of Units 1 through 5 are covered. So, anyhow, the whole point is that, First of all, in order to have a complete understanding of basic human geography, you need Unit 6 and 7, regardless of what's going to be on the national exam. And two, because there's so much overlap and interrelationships between topics, yeah, you're going to need these 2 units as well. So anyhow, I'm going to get you set up on mapping in just a moment, and have a good day.